What's happening, y'all? It's your boy David, and you're watching Solo Mind TV. I just wanted to make this quick video just to share my thoughts and review of P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs' new documentary, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, My Bad Boy Story. So let's jump into this review. Let's go. Can't Stop, Won't Stop follows the events that happened before the very first show of the Bad Boy reunion tour that happened last year, and I am still upset with myself because I did not buy a ticket and I did not go to that show. What the hell was I thinking? But anyway, it follows the events that happened before the first show, and then as well, it gives you the Bad Boy story in itself. And also, it gives you P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs' story as he starts off at Uptown, gets fired, starts Bad Boy, becomes a mogul, and the rest is history. We get to see Diddy in full Diddy form that we saw and making a band. We see him here again. He's making decisions on the tour. He's making decisions on the set, how it looks. And we see him being Diddy, and he's yelling and screaming at people, as we used to see him making a band. Him and Lorianne Gibson are still getting into it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Y'all know y'all have been getting into it for years. Like, I don't remember when she first started working with Diddy and Bad Boy, but damn, I know that when Making a Band happened, I don't think they was talking before that. I think they had just started talking for that show. But you see Lorianne Gibson in all her glory. I think she's the creative director of the tour, so you see her being stressed. You see her coaching the artists. You see her just running around. You see her arguing with Diddy. So you see a lot of the behind the scenes of what was going on for this tour. Can't Stop, Won't Stop has appearances by Lorianne Gibson, Lil' Kim, Mace, Toto, 112. A lot of people, Harvey, everybody, Usher, Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige, everybody that was on the reunion tour, as well as people, Nas, as well as people who just interacted with Diddy and just shared stories about him. I was definitely inspired by this documentary. I was definitely motivated because it just shows and it tells a story of not giving up and pushing, and like it's called, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Starting from the bottom, now we here. Like, you cannot stop. If you have a dream, you have to go work towards it and never end. And that's basically what this documentary is about. Diddy is telling his story, and he's telling it very honestly. He's not holding back. And I think that's really good because once you get someone that's like very successful as that, they might, they don't want to tell their stories because they might not want other people to be as successful as them. But Diddy was very honest. He was very humble about it. And he just let it all out there. And of course, it could not be a Bad Boy story without talking about the notorious B.I.G. Biggie. Of course, they talked about him. They talked about his legacy, his start. Faith Evans was there sharing her stories about her husband. And they also talked about after his death and how that affected Bad Boy. And I thought that was actually really informative because many of the artists, they were saying after Biggie died, Bad Boy died. Like, they said the spirit left. It wasn't the same no more. Diddy even said, a part of him died in that car as well. And it was so interesting to me. One of the girls of Toto, I can't remember her name right now, I can't remember which one it was, but one of the girls of Toto, she said that, she didn't even want to hang around Diddy anymore because it was just too dangerous. She said she remembers being at Toto was at a party, and I think it might have been a Bad Boy party, and shots just started flying, and at that moment she couldn't take it anymore because her life is just always in danger. And I was like, I never even thought about how that affected the other artists, the whole West Coast, East Coast beef. I never thought about how that affected the artists like Toto in 112. You know what I'm saying? You see Diddy having a conversation with Lil' Kim and just trying to figure out where her head is at, and if she, you know, maybe want to talk to Lil' C so they can kind of like, you know, squash the beef. And Lil' Kim was just like, Diddy was trying to beat around the bush. So he didn't really say Lil' C's, but he's like, you think y'all want to just have a conversation? Lil' Kim was like, I already know where you going with this. The answer is no. You see Faith Evans and Lil' Kim, and Diddy's talking about, you know, what they went through, and he was just always saying that it was always awkward with those two. And you see Faith Evans go up to Lil' Kim in this documentary, and they have a conversation. So you are really getting the, like, for real behind the scenes of the tour, but a glimpse of their personal lives. I say a small glimpse because I really wish, but I know that this documentary would be way too long because there were so many artists involved in this reunion tour. I really want to see their stories. I want to hear how they felt. I want to hear their individual stories, and we didn't really get that because it is mainly about Diddy and his story. But I really want to know about Carl Thomas, and I really want to know more about Mace. They talked about Mace. They talked about Mace a good bit in there. But I wanted to know about 112. I wanted to know about, you know, just other artists and how they were doing and how they were feeling about this whole tour, and then their whole process of getting back on stage and rocking it. Because, you know, a lot of them haven't even done it in like 15 years. So I really wanted to see their individual stories. In the end, the documentary is really, like I said earlier, it's very motivational. And I feel like it's something I'm going to watch over and over again just to motivate myself to get up and go to work, honey, because you see where Diddy is living, you see the cars he's driving. It's not really about him being flashy, but he just letting you know his journey. So we see him from the beginning into where he's at now, all the things he's accomplished. So Can't Stop, Won't Stop would definitely motivate you if you need some motivation in your life. Go to Apple Music. If you don't have it, sign up because you get it 3 months free, okay? 3 months free. Go to Apple Music and watch Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Make sure y'all comment and let me know what you guys felt about the documentary. If you've seen it already, if you're going to watch it after that, come back over here to this video and comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on social media. I'll be back with you guys with a brand new video soon. Peace out.